Hi John, how are
Hi
you doing?
David, I'm fine, yeah, you?
Right, what sort of things you usually like to read when you have time?
I love to read, and I read about current affairs. I'm interested in history, and of course I also have to read for work. In fact, I'm reading all the time.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, we have a lot of books, but I don't think we can simply just read books in our life, right?
No.
So for example, I like food, I like eating, alright? So this is a kind of pasta. So when I do the cooking, I will turn to the back and have a look at the English instructions.
Okay.
From which I learned the word simmer, S-I-M-M-E-R.
A useful word.
Yeah.
Especially if you enjoy cooking. Yeah.
Right.
Me too. I mean, I enjoy food, at least eating.
Right.
And here on this back of this packet of bread here, I've got words like I don't know, hors d'oeuvres. You know
What's that? It
I
sounds
don't know.
weird.
I have to look it up, but it's there, and it's something that could increase my vocabulary.
Right. And besides that, I like music as well. So, for example, this CDs from Michael Bolton. All right. And when I listen to his CDs, I'll try to have a look at the lyrics as well.
Great
so
source
a lot
of
of words
English.
with the song. So you can definitely learn a lot of vocabulary.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, speaking of words, this is my little daughter's school book.
Right.
Her yearbook.
Very beautiful
It's
and
full
colourful.
of quite simple English.
Right.
It's interesting, and it's easy English practice.
And you can learn more about your kid as well.
It's there.
Right. And you know, in the winter, my wife usually reminds me to put some sort of lotion on her hands. All right. So this is the lotion. All right. But when you turn to the back, again, you can have the English instruction.
Right. Yeah.
Right. You can learn some vocabulary about skincare as well.
Useful. Yeah. I told you that I like reading books, but it's not just the content of the book, there's the information about the book. And this in itself is a useful source of English. You don't have to buy the book, you can look at it and read it. Useful little technique.
Right. And I think a lot of Hong Kong people should be able to recognize this kind of pills. It's called Po-Child pills, right? But when you take a look at the top, you can also see English over there. Okay. So you can learn about the words like vomiting, intoxication.
Medical expressions, useful. Okay. Speaking about useful words, I borrowed this from the wall in our office. This is the Hong Kong Polytechnic University's mission statement.
Right.
It's full of quite complex English, including quite rich vocabulary.
Right.
We should read it, but it's also English practice, right?
Right. I think we need to read that
very carefully.
Yeah.
Okay. What else have you got?
Well, you know, I like hi-fi as well. So every month I'll buy this magazine, all right, What Hi-Fi, and then I'll thumb through the pages and all the beautiful pictures, together with a lot of important information.
Right,
about
you've got
hi-fi.
articles and advertisements there.
Vocabulary as well.
Very wide. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So basically, we don't necessarily just read books. Right. We have so many different things to read
English all the time. In fact, as I said, we swim in a sea of English.
Right.
Yeah?
So, see
you in A305.